Well, duh. Hey there, guys and girls. Batosai the Mind Slayer here with some more Minecraft. And today, first of all, I'd just like to say Happy freaking New Year's, you guys. Oh my god. Uh, Secondly, I would like to go ahead and formally invite you guys to go ahead and, from now on till the end of the year, be prepared for some pretty crazy builds on this channel. I'm gonna try to do some. Okay, now when I say that, please understand, I'm keeping it on survival. So anything within survival means it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna have that many builds built by the end of the year because they're gonna take a while, but I feel like we're gonna get a lot of stuff done this year. So if you guys are excited for that, you know, automatically I'm excited with you. So first things first, yeah, like I said, Happy New Year. Secondly, I want to go ahead and throw down some ideas for my sub goal for this year. My sub goal is irrelevant at this point. However, just for the sake of S&Gs, you know, I don't really care if I make it to 500 subs. That's kind of what my goal is by the end of the year because I'm already over halfway to that goal. Easily. And then some. So I'm very close to that goal already. I want to make it to the 500 sub mark by the end of the year, but if I don't, no big deal. The main goal is that we are going to have a lot more fun this year. I had noticed in the last couple months particularly that me and gaming, we weren't having the most fun together. You know, me and the video games in general. I was just not enjoying it as much. And I basically yelled at myself and told myself, you know, hey, you're not going to be very entertaining if you're not having fun. So we're going to have a lot more fun playing video games. Going to be talking a lot about other stuff and goals in my future. Such as I'm hoping that eventually, sometime soonish, I can start another channel just for drawing and art in general. Give me one sec here. I'm doing very well, but I'm glad to see you here. How is yours going, my friend? And Happy New Year to you. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm hoping to get myself started on art a lot more. I need to draw more, you guys. Like, I have so much drawing talent. Like, I have latent drawing talent, and then there's the drawing talent that's raw, and I want to develop it. So I'm gonna be trying to do a lot more drawing as well. So that might mean over the course of the year that there's less streams, but I'm also going to be investing some money into my YouTube this year, so that also might mean more videos. So in all, I might do less streaming, but I will overall do more videos. So you never know. I wouldn't worry too much about it though. Heck yeah, dude. You got 2 new subs and you got pinned hella likes. Hella nice. It's always good to hear. But yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much about, you know, how things are gonna go for the future of the channel. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be honest, for a while there I was starting to get a little discouraged on doing this anymore because, you know, like I said, every time I turn around I get a new sub and I lose a new sub or whatever. So it was starting to get really frustrating, but I decided that regardless, I started this because I wanted to do this. I wanted to have fun doing this, and to be fair, I still enjoy playing video games, duh, obviously, but I enjoy playing video games and making videos for you guys. And so if I can still do that, if I can still enjoy it, then that means that I can still do it. And in that aspect, I'm not gonna be giving up on it. So yeah, you ain't getting rid of me that easy, YouTube. You're not getting rid of me that easy. I've been here for 2 years, and I'm here for another 2 years at least, just because I ain't gonna do nothing half-ass. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start picking up this stuff to make the mystery shack from Gravity Falls. That is gonna be my first build of the year. It's gonna take a long time though. I'm gonna more than likely have to segment it. We're gonna work on other things throughout the year as well, but that's what my first build is going to be of the year. So I need spruce wood. I want to say oak wood would probably look good for the outside, maybe. I don't know. Oak and I'm gonna get oak, spruce, and birch just in case. I don't know. Let me see. I gotta give me a real quick second. I just gotta get a picture of this. If I get a picture of the mystery house or the mystery shack, it should be a little easier to match colors. Okay, so in that picture, the mystery shack's roof is semi-green, but it has a darker or a lighter wood. So we'll go lighter wood color, and there's got to be a greenish colored wood we can use. I think birch will work well for that, maybe. No, it's a little too light. So let's just go spruce and birch, it looks like would be good. Okay, and then we need to work on how we're gonna do this. This is gonna have to be kind of a big house, but I don't want to make it too. Okay, so the biggest thing for me is I love Gravity Falls, and I don't want to make this inaccurate, but at the same time, I also know that in order for it to be accurate, it's gonna be ugly, and I don't want it to be ugly. Because if it's supposed to be show accurate, it's gonna be humongous, and it's not gonna be proportional at all. So what we'll do is we'll just build it to our specifications and make it look good to us. But we're gonna go ahead and okay, I guess we need to go over here. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves some of the stuff we need for this build as soon as we can get the hell out of here. Come on, climb up. No, okay, doesn't want to climb. Doesn't want to do its job. Alright, it's okay. We'll do it over here. Or not.
I'm excited for the build.
Me too. I'm a big fan of Gravity Falls, so it's gonna be really cool. I'm actually really excited for it. If I can ever get up there. You're killing me, Smalls. Well, let's see. What is over there? I need spruce. That's all spruce in there. You know what? Why don't we just go get some spruce over here? Whee! We'll get our spruce from right about here. This seems like a good spot for spruce. Okay, so we're gonna get a bunch of spruce wood. This is gonna be for our roofing area. So this is going to be a pretty big build, I can already tell. I won't need quite as much spruce as I'll need oak, but we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of each just in case. So I don't want to mess around I'm not the type to fool around with this kind of thing. I usually go pretty hardcore on it. Alright. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah, like I said, gonna be investing a little bit of money, and when I say a little bit is completely subjective. It completely matters as to how much I'm able to afford to put in, but I'm gonna try to put and invest in at least $200 to $300 into the YouTube channel this year, at the very least. And check out the North Mist. I already did. Yeah, that is really cool. I got like $10 left on my PlayStation wallet, and I don't want to really spend it right now because of all the great deals that are going on right now, and I'm kind of not entirely sure if I want to get new Minecraft stuff or if I want to wait and get a game or something. So I'll check into that. But as it stands, I'm gonna skip it for now. Because luckily, at least with that game, I can come back to it and get it whenever I want. In terms of like Fortnite or whatever, if there's a skin I want, I have to jump on it like a warrior right then and there, otherwise I'd miss out.
I like how they rest into guest and also you sound very cheerful. That's good, man.
Yeah, you know, honestly, like I said, I am trying really hard to be a more positive person. And that doesn't mean I won't rage, not at all. You're just gonna have to stick around for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna do what I can to not have as much rage. Not saying that I'm gonna be boring or anything, because that's not what I'm going for at all. And definitely, I will still rage, but it's gonna be fewer and far between if I can help it, because I'm already at a slightly elevated risk for heart disease from smoking cigarettes for 10 years. And now that I'm done smoking them, I'd like to reduce that factor even more if possible. Because I want to make sure that I'm there for my kid to, you know, walk her down the aisle at her wedding or take part in her graduation or something like that. You know, I'd like to be there for her when she gets older. So, you know, it's not particularly healthy to be a rage monster either. So, you know, I'm not trying to completely change that, but I am trying to slow it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because I smoked cigarettes for 10 years, and it's not good for your heart to smoke cigarettes. So I have a greater chance of heart disease. Not necessarily heart attack, but just in general heart diseases, which wouldn't be very fun. And that's why I want to make sure I, you know, continue to improve my body so that way I'm not at that higher elevated risk. Alright, so far so good. I need to make sure when we go for our oak that we don't go too far though. There we go.
I'm sorry to hear that don't leave me so soon.
Oh no, no worries, man. I'm not gonna have any issues like that if I can help it. You know, it's just a slightly higher predisposition for it, and that's why I'm trying to take better care of myself. I stopped smoking cigarettes, I stopped drinking soda. You know, right now as it is, I'm fairly boring in terms of like the bad things that I do. And that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. Like, I drink so much tea now, it's ridiculous. I barely ever touch anything more strong than tea. I don't drink either, so that's a plus. Okay, I did all my partying back in the day, so I'm not really too concerned with doing any more of that anymore. That said, there's a time and place for everything. I did all my stuff back in the day, so. Plus, as it stands, my daughter, she's getting older, and I want her to be, you know, proud of the man that I became. So that way she can, you know, be proud of the woman that she's gonna become. Going to school tomorrow and excited to see my crush and friends. You try water or feed you. Oh, dude, tea is so good. Oh my god, bro. You're talking to a tea fanatic. I'm telling you, what you need to do is you need to try Snapple raspberry or Snapple peach tea. Those are so good, my god. I actually have a Snapple peach right here with me right now. That's my stream drink. But water is really good. I don't really prefer bottled water. I prefer just like water, whatever I can get my hands on. Iced tea is, yeah, iced tea is really good, man. That's what I'm talking about. Snapple iced tea. That's my jam. Oh, dude, like, if you're talking about hot tea, no, I'm not a big fan of hot tea. But you can make tea with the tea bags, but you can make it with cold. Like, sun tea is really good. As long as you put a little bit of sugar in it, oh my god, it's so good. I love sun tea. Honestly, if I had the wherewithal to go... What was that? That was really freaky. I heard a dragon. Water bottle is better. Right, yeah, you know, honestly, as long as I don't live in Flint, Michigan, I should be okay in terms of the lead content of my water. Which I'm not making jokes, that's unfortunate and terrible that they live like that, but that's the case right now, as it stands. I literally heard a dragon just a moment ago, and there is the Ender Dragon in the game, but I already killed it, so I don't know why. I've killed it twice now, so I don't know why it would be here bugging me. Okay. Yeah, it's in the end. I'm not sure why I would be hearing it out here. That's kind of what I was getting at. It's like, it doesn't seem right. Okay, so let's get up here, take a quick short nap, and then we'll head on over to the next area for the next bit of stuff that we're gonna get.
I'm going to replay it.
You're gonna replay it? Replay what? I swear I heard a dragon, dude. It sounded really weird. I don't know what it was, but it sounded kind of like the Ender Dragon to me. Like, not the sound of a zombie. That did sound an awful lot like a zombie to me, though, what I just did. It was more like, I don't know. It was funky. It was cool, though.
OMG, there was a dragon.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you? So, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I knew I wasn't tripping. I heard something. I don't know. Right, dude? That's what I thought, man. I knew I wasn't going entirely insane. I knew I was getting there, but not quite there yet. Come on. I know where to get myself some oak wood, and it's all the way across this railroad. Why don't we just go back to the beginning and use it? It's like, why isn't it placing my minecart? Because it wasn't on it. Okay, so I need at least 2 stacks of spruce wood. I'm sure I'll probably need more than that, but that's a conservative estimate for now. Then I need a ton of oak wood. Dude, that's kind of why I was thinking. I was like, dude, this right? It must have been the music. That's kind of what I was thinking, but my thoughts exactly. I was like, wait, what the hell? That doesn't sound right. I got some oak planks. It's helpful, I suppose. That's exactly my thoughts, man. I was like, what? That doesn't seem right. I'll prepare the defenses, right? No kidding. Iron helmet with protection and aqua affinity.
Save the flip.
Oh, yeah, one sec. I'll go back and listen to it after I'm done.
Probably the cat having hemorrhoids.
Probably the cat having hemorrhoids? No. That's funny though. My cat doesn't have hemorrhoids. Okay, it looks like we do need to go and get more stuff. And it's high noon. I can deal with that. I can dig it. Let's go. I like getting that good rhythm. You jump a couple times and then you can float for a while. Alright, looks like we got ourselves a good spot for oak. Actually, I might use just straight up oak wood for the roof, because it does have that greenish hue to it. That's actually a really pretty green too. I might use that. Alright, let's gather more wood. Oh, one of these, is it? Nice. Oh boy. Just imagine how much faster this would be if I could use like a magic or a cursed copy machine and just make myself a bunch of copy people or clones. I just couldn't use them in the water. So, I mean, as long as I don't get them wet, I'd be alright, right? I want a cursed copy machine. Or feed them at 12. Right. Let's see. Okay, so if that's where we're at, we'll just keep gathering wood. This is where this is when I get to thinking that I need a decent tree farm. I may eventually throw one together because I honestly don't really need one, but I kind of want one. What's that? I think the sound was your PS4. But I heard it in my headphones, so I don't know why I would be hearing a sound from my PS4 through my headphones like that. It was really funky. I'll cry if it was a dragon in my overworld, because it'll probably destroy all my buildings and I'll lose all that work. Lose like nearly three solid years of work. Should kind of suck. It's actually not been 3 straight years. It's only been, I'd say, all total in terms of total time spent on this, probably about 6 total months. Like off and on doing, but like at least 6 months worth of days I played at least 1 hour. So yeah, got quite a few hours into it, let's put it that way, in case that sounds a little more easily believable, I guess. Because I actually started this world on the PS3. So whatever that means to you. I got my PS4 just about 2 years ago now. Well, just over 2 years ago now, I should say. Alright, we need to get back to the... We need to get back to the desert.
Awesome channel. You will make it big one day. It would mean the world to me if you could check out my blog. Thank you.
What's up, Joe Lax? How's it going? I hear that from a lot of people, by the way. But so far, I am still here where I normally am. So I can't necessarily say I believe it entirely, but thank you. Okay. Why are my lights not on? Turn on, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I will definitely check out your vlog.
Injustice 2.
What happened with Injustice 2? What do you mean? You mean, like, why haven't I played it in forever? I got bored. I'll be happy to play it again. It's just, I don't know. Most of my challenges at least that I would prefer to fight, are not always readily available, I guess, is the best way to put it. But yeah, I'll play it. It's just I haven't really played it for a while because I got kind of bored. My buddy Trevor, whenever he's over, like, I'm always fighting that fool in one of my fighting games. And as soon as I get, well, sometime this month, Dissidia NT comes out, so I'll be streaming some of that. I'm gonna try the beta before I buy it, before I decide if I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna at least stream the beta a little bit, see how I like it. And, oh no, when I say I got bored, doesn't mean I won't ever play it again, and it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it. It's fun, it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of playing fighting games online. I'd rather have the couch versus, if you know what I'm saying, like, my buddy here right next to me so I can trash talk him, and, you know, you guys can trash talk with me. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost just died. Because, you know, he's also really good at trash talking, so, you know, it's more fun that way. That way, it's more personal, you know. But yeah, once I get my buddy to come over and hang out more often, we'll hopefully get some more fighting games in here. I do want to get Dragon Ball Z Fighters, or Dragon Ball FighterZ, I should say, as well. You'll trash talk his ass all day. I believe that. I believe it. But yeah, I'd like to get Dragon Ball FighterZ because that looks pretty legit. But as it stands, my next purchase, at least in terms of fighting games, is probably going to be Dissidia. But again, like I said, it all remains to be seen. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to buy it, you know what I'm saying? What can I get rid of without being upset with myself? Nothing. It's a couple pieces of wood. I don't need it that bad. Okay. I had to pep talk myself. Alright, man. Sounds good. I'll be here. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna hop on over here, drop off our stuff. Just quickly, real quick. And then we'll head on over, drop off our stuff. And then, where are we gonna go after that? Also, I need to scout out an area for my mystery shack, so that's perhaps what we'll do next. Do I want to do it on the mainland, or do I want to go off the beaten path a little bit? You know what? Screw it. Why don't we go off the beaten path a little? Well, actually, why don't we just ride the train down to the map wall. We'll check and see which direction looks promising. I do want it to be in some sort of a forest. You know, I want it to be about as accurate as possible. It's in a semi-forested area in the show, so as long as we got a semi-forested area, we'll be good. But I'd like for the forest to be mostly spruce, because that is what I would say Oregon is mostly made up of, is pine tree type trees. All coniferous, or nearly all coniferous. Not quite as many deciduous trees out there. Ugh. God, I need to get my wisdom teeth taken out so bad. Oh my god, they're killing me. That's the one negative thing about being a poor person. Taking care of yourself costs so much money. That's okay though, we're gonna try to do that as well sometime this year, because it's seriously causing me a lot of problems. So far I've got quite a few goals this year. I'm gonna be moving into a new house. Mystica and I need to expand our living quarters. Miss Morgana spends a lot more time with us now, so need to make sure she's got herself her own room, because she's driving me nuts, you know. And then on top of that, want to make sure that we got ourselves enough room here for our other little brat, and that way he doesn't bug us either. Yeah, and then once we move into a new place, I'm gonna hopefully be getting my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm gonna be hopefully on the hunt for a new place of employment. That'll be nice. Yeah, and then hopefully I'll be able to maybe start my own business at home. And then I won't have to rely on... Okay, that was weird. Maybe then I won't have to rely on a place of employment outside of the home as often. Maybe I could cut down to a part-time schedule or something, which would be wonderful. Because then I'd have more time at home with the kid and with the lady, and my life would be just all around happier. Hi, kitty. Okay. Oops. Can you sit down? You're bugging your dad. Okay? I'm trying to look at the map. Oops. So, up north seems to have some pretty nice areas. Nice forested areas. But out east looks really good. Let's check out east. We're gonna go out that direction. So, let's go back to the little railroad. We're gonna use it again, but this time we're gonna stay on it. I'm gonna head back over to where the floating island is, and then we're gonna jump up onto that and fly off of that into the sunset, or the sunrise, I should say. It helps to know which direction the sun sets and rises in. Sets in the west, rises in the east. Rises in the east and sets in the west. At least in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, here in a minute I'm gonna take some medicine for this tooth. Oh my god. It's killing me. Just a little bit of ibuprofen to take the edge off the pain, hopefully. Okie dokie. Kitty, stay down. Don't be a dork. Get down! What did I just say to you? Get down. Don't make me mad. Thank you. I don't know why you can't just listen like a good kitty. It would make you infinitely more lovable, I will tell you that. And I like you already enough as it is. You'd just be that much cooler if you'd listen. Yeah, come here and say hi. Come here. Come and say hi to Dad. You can't just be a butthead and then expect me not to get upset with you. It's not how that works, kitty. It's just not how that works. Okay. Hey, what's up? How you doing, homie? Oh, it's not sup, I see. Dude. Is that better? Sorry. Alright. Let's land before we try to swim. I hate trying to swim with the elytra on, especially if you accidentally mess it up. So I'm going to go up to one of my floating islands real quick, and we're going to go all the way up to the top, and we're going to fly off to the east. Did I don't even have my map 0. Oh, yes I do. Duh. Wait, what am I holding in my left hand? Duh. Okay, so what do I need for map? I need a... I can't remember. Dang. It's kind of aggravating. The dude. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm right there with you. It's okay, though. Or are you talking about the elytra and swimming? Because I also agree with that. That is the bane of my existence. Alright, let me check my recipe here. Yeah, the elytra can be a pain in the butt, honestly. Okay, empty map. I need a compass. And then some... Okay, so compass, and that should be pretty easy to come by. Especially in a place like this. Look, it's gonna make me look like an a-hole. Yes, it is. Okay, but I have iron here. So what we'll do is we'll set something... Okay, no we won't. We'll set something in here for a moment.
I'm actually to the stick 2007.
Say what? Oh, you're... Oh, dude, what's up, homie? It's good to have you back. Is this your new channel? Boom. New sub. What's up, homie? I got you. I got your back, man. That's how I roll. Okay, so I have that. Now I need to grab this. Ow. Yeah, that tooth is murder. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. This tooth is seriously going to be the death of me. And I didn't grab a piece of flippin' redstone. Just need the one. And then we'll go ahead and make this, and then I'll grab that ibuprofen real quick before I shoot myself. Seriously, it's like one of those pains that it just, no matter what you do, it's gonna just sit there and torture you. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of those terrible pains that you just wish would go away, but it won't. Because, you know, you couldn't be that lucky. There we go. Got an empty map. Okay, so now that we got our empty map, we can drop that off. And drop the rest of this off into here. Well, and doesn't matter, homie. Even if you don't make videos, as long as you got yourself a sub, that means that you got yourself a sub, right? And the more subs you got, the better. Am I right? Even if you never make a video, homie, you got a new sub, so that's all that matters. Like, I make videos and stream and stuff, and I don't care if I get, you know, if I get new subs, that's awesome. If I don't, that's, you know, that's life. But every time I get a new sub, I'll tell you right now, I'm way happier if I do than if I don't. And even when I was at the very beginning of my YouTube career, like, oh, for sure, homie, I appreciate it. But when I was at the very beginning of my YouTube career, I made barely any videos. And when I did, they were all for one game. And I'm actually super tempted to go back and see if I have any good fights and then just, like, bring them out and share factory them up. But yeah, I used to play Dissidia Duodecim on the PSP, and I used to love the hell out of the game. That game is so much fun, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, I used to make videos for that, and that was what I first originally started. And I still have some of my videos up for it. But the big takeaway from that is that was all I ever did, was just make videos for that one game, and they weren't all that well done until I started to figure out how to use the in-game editor for your videos. And once I could do that, you know, I made some fairly entertaining videos, I'll be honest. They weren't the best in quality because, you know, the game itself was lower in quality because it was on the PSP, but the videos I made, I enjoyed. And all in all, I feel like that's the most important part of being a YouTuber, is making stuff you enjoy. And that's actually, you know, that's, wow, I'm surprised that I just told myself something I needed to hear. That's my own advice. I'm taking it this year too. I'm gonna do stuff I'm proud of. I'm gonna make videos I'm happy with. And if they don't get views or whatever, who cares? I'm just gonna be happy with it. You know, I want to make stuff I'm happy with. And yeah, so far that's what I did last year. But I want that to be the way I stay. You know, I don't want to compromise necessarily. Like, if something works, but it makes me not very happy, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, seems foolish for me to sit there and put myself into a position where I'm not enjoying myself. So I'm not gonna do that this year. Okay, so, ooh, that's a pretty big mountain over there. I kind of want to, okay. I don't want to go to jungle. I want to go to, like, a yeah, like, if it's something that everybody's gonna enjoy, that's great. But if I can't enjoy it, it's not gonna be very fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, if I'm not into it, you guys aren't gonna be into it. Not at all. So I want to make sure that you guys enjoy the stuff that I make, but at the same time, I gotta enjoy it too. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? Oh, I don't really like this area. It's kind of ugly. Did I just see a savanna? I am in a savanna biome. Would you look at that? Okay. And I honestly, I highly urge you to do the same. Not necessarily in terms of YouTube, but do things that you enjoy. If other people don't appreciate them, it doesn't matter. You know, like my girlfriend thought I was weird for watching Gravity Falls. I'm an adult, dude. I'm 30 years old. I don't care, dude. That show is fucking or flippin' fantastic. I love that show. And it's because it's interesting. It has a great, mystery element to it. And the characters are funny and relatable. And yeah, I don't know. It's a great show. I like it. And that's why I'm going to be working on building on the Mystery Shack and making something new in here. God, is it already dark again? How is it already effing dark? This doesn't seem logical at all. How could it be dark when it was just light a second ago? And I just slept not that long ago. Come on, man. What are we doing? Do I even have any... I do. I have 16 torches. Oh, I know. It's not necessarily whether or not you care or not. For my Minecraft, I'm gonna try really hard to be as child friendly as possible, since my daughter is only 7 and she likes to watch, videos and stuff, and I don't want her to come to my channel and have her hear me just swearing up a storm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in terms of Minecraft videos, things that she should be watching, I would like to keep them, kid friendly. In terms of stuff like Rainbow Six and Fortnite, her butt better not be watching those videos, and if she is, she's gonna be in trouble. So I don't mind swearing in those. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I just realized I say that a lot. I'm almost as bad as Dakota's with that. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So it looks like down over this way would have been a better... Oh my god. That's the only negative thing. I can actually fly over there, but I want to make sure I have some torches for this. For when I do land, because I don't want to, like, land and not have anywhere to set up shop. Oh my god. Grab this stupid thing, thank you. Okay. And our Elytra's still doing okay.
Trump signed a policy to discover the solar system more about 5 days ago, and we might send him their man on the moon.
Hold on. I heard Trump's name in my chat. That already doesn't sound too promising. But if it's to explore the solar system more, that is wonderful. I am all for that. And I have to say, that man, as divisive as he's been in the country so far, I am proud of him for at least trying. And when I say at least trying, I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's trying to get himself this on the side of scientists. That's great. He needs that. He absolutely needs that. Let's see. Did you know Trump signed a policy to discover the solar system more about 5 days ago? I might send another man on the moon. I'll tell you right now, that is fantastic news. I need to see more of that before I can really get behind this guy. Like, I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but until you show me something worth, and I'm not saying you, but until the guy shows me something worth believing in, like, hey, I'm trying to get people to go to the moon. That's great, dude. I need that. I'm already so disappointed in the world and humanity as it is. I need
It was a bunch of videos before
smart.
NASA published it too.
I need smart choices and smart people in my world. You know, like it really hurts to see that as a society, humanity has gone the way that we have because we've really gotten pretty stupid. Humanity has, and
Oh yeah, I wanted to see people go back to the moon.
that's not to say that we're gonna be better off going to the moon again. I mean, I want us to go to the moon. As a matter of fact, the fact that we're not already like, the fact that we don't have a lunar colony, that really bothers me. I don't know if it bothers anybody else, but it bothers me a lot. I feel like we should really already have that. Yeah, you know, and I agree with you 100%. I'm one of those people that feels the exact same way. I know for a fact that no president is 100% perfect. I don't even want him to be perfect. I just want him to be reasonable. That seems to be, well, I mean, for lack of a better term, it seems to be pretty freaking reasonable of a request. You know, I feel like we should be able to say, hey, be reasonable, you know, and him be like, you know, maybe I should stop saying that climate change is a complete myth and maybe wait until we get more evidence to refute it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once you have evidence to refute something, you know, as long as you have enough evidence there, you can say what you want at that point. You know, that's fine. They said he's cutting taxes this year, you know, and that's his maybe too. I don't want. I know this is gonna make me very unpopular. I don't want a tax cut if he gets a tax cut. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the if his tax bracket gets a tax cut and mine does too, that doesn't really make me feel any better because that means that he's getting a tax cut as well. And I feel like if anybody needs the tax cut, it's the middle class. The people that, you know, the poor and the middle class need the tax cuts, not the freaking rich and the poor class. Because that just makes if you ask me, that just makes the gap between us that much larger. You know, and I don't really want us to be that much farther apart. I want us to be a little more closer together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want Trump and my disparity between us, like the difference between us, to be that large. I want us to be able, if he was to come up to me and say, hey man, can you spot me a five? I wouldn't even want to think twice about it. I want to give my president $5 bill. You know, like if it comes down to it, if he came up to me and was like, hey man, can you spot me a five? I want to be able to go, yeah man, I got you, and not even think twice about it. Because, you know, I want to be able to say, hey man, he's been in that position, and I know he has. And that's why, you know, if he was to ask me, even though I don't like the guy personally, I don't know him, so I can't judge that dude to the point where I'm gonna say, hey, you know, I'm not gonna give him $5. I know for a fact that he probably has a lot more money than I do, even though a lot of times out of his life he's been in a lot more debt than I have. So that being said, I don't know. I'm sitting out here in the rain, I know, and I'm talking a lot and just kind of looking around. I'm kind of looking for a new spot, but I don't want to leave too far because right now I'm in the middle of a roof forest, and even during the daytime, those are really dangerous, and I don't really have any light at this point. But day is breaking shortly, so yeah, we'll be able to move on pretty quickly. Um, but yeah, definitely, I don't want to be like that kind of person that looks at somebody who's rich and goes, yeah, F this dude because he's always rich. Because that's not how life is, man. That's not how life is. Sometimes you can be rich, sometimes you can be poor, and that's the part that, you know, I really hope he understands. You know, he's been in that position too, so he should know that you don't want to disparage the people that are under you. You know, you always want to lift those people up. You always want to, you never want to drop somebody down. You always want to lift them up. And that's the biggest thing in the world that most people forget is instead of being the people to push people down, you want to lift them up. You know, like, that's why when people troll on me, you know, in video games, I don't get too mad about it. Like, I'll probably sound pretty mad about it, but I mean, big picture, I'll laugh about it because that's what they're just trying to laugh. They're just trying to have a good time, you know. And so as long as it's not something that's maliciously ruining the game for everyone, I'll laugh about it most of the time, you know. Like, if somebody gives me a quick teabag after they down me or whatever in a game, you know, and then they kill me afterwards, I'll laugh about it because it's like, yeah, dude, I'd do the same dang thing. Looks like we're gonna want to move out of this roof forest area, but maybe come back in for building the mystery shack, because that actually is a nice area. I want a slightly elevated area though. I don't want it to be low like this. I don't know. This is the hard part, is finding the location, because location scouting is almost as important as getting the materials together. I hope you know that, guys. It's a very involved process. You want to make sure that your location isn't too bland, but at the same time you want it to be right, like eating a piece of my Minecraft cake. The zombies are being like, why is he standing still? What would you, Johnny? I don't know, Bob. Right? Hold up, you're gonna put on your crest strips? Dude, my bro, tell me, how do you like those? Do those work real good for you? Cause I've been thinking about doing that myself. Cause 10 years of smoking cigarettes did no favors for my teeth. I'll be honest. I've been taking better care of them, but and when I say that, they're not like busted up and shiz like that. They're in good condition, except for the fact that they're a little yellow. I need to get that taken care of too. So I'm just looking to maybe find something that helps. I use whitening toothpaste and like the whitening mouthwash. Yeah, for real, bro. Is that your New Year's resolution? Because I got some advice for your resolutions, boys. If you have one and you made one, don't say that it's your New Year's resolution. Just try to do it. Don't claim it as a New Year's resolution, because that's the kind of resolution that fails, honestly. Like, that's why when I quit smoking, I didn't make it a New Year's resolution. My resolution is to stay away from, you know, going back, because the hard part's already over. I stopped smoking cigarettes, you know, like that's the hard part. Make sure that your resolution is easy, something easily maintainable. I have one. I will do it, not try. I will do. Yeah. What's your resolution, if you don't mind my asking? It's important to have goals for yourself, and so I'm proud of you for having them. It's just something that you want to make sure that you keep to. Hold up, let me brush my teeth and put them on. For sure, homie. But yeah, as long as you have goals, that's the most important thing, I think, in being a human. It doesn't matter that you always reach them. You know, it's important to set realistic goals, absolutely. And that's why, if for some reason you go a little crazy with your goals like I did with, you know, my goal was to make it to 400 subscribers this last year, okay? But, and here's the crazy part, I went from 150 my first year, and that was like the beginning of my second year right there, 150 to 375. Like, my goal was to get from 150 to 200 subs. So I smashed it, dude. Like, I absolutely wrecked my goal last year. So, or I mean the year before. So, the fact that I didn't make it this year, no big deal. I was 25 away. That's pretty freaking awesome. If you ask me, you guys helped a lot. And in terms of like my disappointment towards it, I'm really not. Like I'm actually really proud of myself and everyone, that stayed by my side. I'm really proud of you guys. Like if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have had 375 in the first place. Like it's you guys, the ones that stick around and come back and say hi to me and come and watch my streams that actually keep me doing this. It's my passion for making videos. I would prefer to make videos than live stream personally, but if I didn't live stream, I wouldn't get a chance to talk with you guys. So that's why I'm doing both. Like I said, I would prefer 100% to do the videos because the videos I had a lot more fun editing. I wasn't on the spot all the time, but I can edit myself to make myself look awesome. Like, oh my god, I could make myself look like goddamn Terminator. Like I could look like Jason Bourne, but I prefer to have a more genuine approach, and that's why I can make myself look awesome, but that's why I always make fail videos. With every awesome, cool compilation video that I make, I always have a fail video with it, because I am not godly. I am absolutely not good at video games, and a good portion of the time that I play, I get my butt kicked. And when I say I'm not good at video games, I am good at video games. I will be honest, I am fairly decent at video games. I'm not pro at any video game, unless you're talking like Final Fantasy 7 or something like that. Some game that I've played literally more times than I've probably breathed in the world. Like I've played that game so many times, I don't even like playing it half the time anymore. Like I play it so much that I can tell you everything that happens in that game. It's kind of sad. Like I love it though. I love that game so much that I don't like it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Your resolution is to keep your resolution. I like that. That's a great resolution. My biggest thing with resolutions and saying that I have one is exactly like I said before. A lot of people, they say, hey, I got a resolution, and it's fine to have a resolution. Absolutely. It's a completely different thing to say I have a resolution, and then say I'm gonna do it. You don't tell yourself you're gonna do it if you're gonna not do it. You can't lie to yourself like that. So if you're gonna do it, like you said. That's what I respect. When you say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do it, that's great. That makes it even better. If you say, hey, you know what, my resolution is to keep my resolution, that is the best kind of resolution. Because your resolution, your resolve is there to keep your resolve, and that's important. Because if you can't keep your resolve, what the hell is your resolution even there for, And, another one of my things, like, it's gonna be a hard one to do, but my resolve, like I said, I want to do more drawing. It's not even that I feel like I should do more drawing. I want to do more drawing. I know I can draw really well, and I know I could be even better if I just put more effort behind it, like in terms of how long I've been drawing my entire life. Ever since I was a kid, and my drawings have only improved exponentially over the years. But that being said, they could be so much better than they are now. In terms of where I am and my skill, and where I'd like to be, I'm at least a couple years behind where I should be. Like, I love art. Art's one of my favorite things in the world. As a matter of fact, if I could have a dream job, it would be... If I could have a dream job right now, you guys, it would be to, for at least for a good portion of my time, I would say like a part-time,
I just put them out
it
there.
would be nice to do YouTube. Not necessarily YouTube only, but editing videos in general. Like if I got a job editing videos professionally, I would be so happy with that. I love editing videos. It's so much fun. I don't know why, but it's cathartic. Um, but my other alternative dream job would be as a graphic designer, a graphic artist. Something that I get to draw. Like I sit there and just draw. That's the only negative thing though, because I don't want to draw what other people want me to draw. I want to draw what I want to draw, and that's hard. Because you can't get into a job like that just willy-nilly. It doesn't work that way. The YouTube Bob Ross version. Get a, or get a, let's see. My is to stop watching porn, get a girlfriend, ask my crush out, get good grades, pay attention more in class, get a date. Okay. All I can say, homie, is if you want to get a girlfriend, stop watching porn, ask your crush out. Check this out, man. I'm gonna teach you the. I'm gonna teach you the secret. You gotta just do it, man. You can't. You gotta stop. Like straight up, if you're watching porn, that's not realistic. First things first. I'm gonna level with you. Porn is not realistic. There is never gonna be a day. And if this does happen for you, oh my God, like pat yourself on the back. That's the greatest thing that's ever happened in your life. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. Porn is unrealistic. There is never gonna be a time, and again, like I said, if it does, great. But there's never gonna be a time where 90% of men are ever going to have a situation like that. It's never gonna happen. More often than not, it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be just like what you're having to deal with right now. It's gonna be just awkward until you get used to it. You know, every man, every woman, they all have to learn. And I'll tell you right now, bud, porn is a great way to learn how to, you know, how the whole functioning, you know, of sex happens. It's a good way to learn some techniques. That being said, do not get addicted to it, because if you do, you're looking for unrealistic things. It's going to cause problems for you. And when I say that, I'm talking relationship problems. It's going to cause problems with impotence. You don't want that. I promise you that. That is like the worst thing that you could ever have happen to you. So my main thing here is, if you're gonna stop, if you want to stop, just don't slow down. Just stop. Like, you got to find other things to do with your time. That being said, it's important to be confident when you talk to a woman, and when a lot of things. But what is it? It's literally, it's preheating the oven before you stick the turkey in, man. You gotta do it too, because not every woman's gonna be ever ready. You know what I'm saying? Not every woman's gonna be just straight up ready to go. A lot of women, they have to have a little bit of romance, you know, and that's part of it. You gotta give them what they want, you know. Otherwise, you know, they ain't gonna enjoy it. And if they're not enjoying it, you're sure as hell not gonna be enjoying it. And if you are enjoying it and they're not gonna be enjoying it, you ain't gonna be enjoying it for long, because they're gonna let you know, I'm not enjoying it. Why is it? Well, let's put it this way. Um, I'm trying to put this delicately, but at the same time get the point across well. So, let's put it this way. If you don't foreplay, or if you don't take care of your lady, and get her started, then it's going to not go in very easily, because that helps get lubrication and whatnot to the area. I'm not gonna get into that too super deeply, because I figure, you know, 5th grade sex ed could do that, but the main idea is you want to make sure that she's ready to go, so that it's not uncomfortable for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Flirting? Oh, are you okay, so foreplay could be flirting, it could be uh caressing, things like that, like kissing and things like that. Depends on, the situation. But yeah, you definitely want to do that before you just try to go and do it, because it's going to be uncomfortable for both of you, and that's not going to be fun. Well, I'll tell you, when it comes down to it, that is important too. If they told you, that the only good sex is not having it at all, that's not true. Safe sex, and if they told you the only safe sex is abstinence, that's not true either. There's ways you can still be safe and have fun, but the biggest thing is if you're not at least mature enough physically and mentally enough to handle that, don't do it. It's just not worth it, because it's going to cause a lot more problems for you. Mentally, physically, it won't be so much physical, but it'll definitely cause you a mental, emotional problems, and you don't want that. Like, if you're not ready for it, just stay innocent, man. Like, you don't want to lose that crap before it's your time. Like, innocence is something that you'll never get back either. So, maintain it while you can. It's a precious thing, and not enough people have it in this world, if you ask me. Yeah. Once it's gone, man. You ain't gonna get it back. So don't lose it if you can help it. And when I say innocence, I'm not talking about your virginity, smartass. I'm just talking about your innocence. Like, you just don't want to lose it, man. Just keep it as long as you can. It's that thing that makes you curious. It's the thing that makes you, have childlike wonder and shit. You don't want to lose that. Just keep that as long as you can. Otherwise you're going to end up being boring, and you're going to be cynical, and no one likes a cynical person. No one. You don't want to be like that. You end up being a bitter old person, and that's no fun for anyone. But I digress. Anyway, guys, it was great to have you here. Again, like I said, Happy New Year to you all. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for last year and all of the wonderful experiences that we had together. We're going to continue having them. Except for they're going to be bigger, better, and they're going to be newer and more interesting, because they'll be brand new. But anyway, guys, I wanted to tell you guys again, thank you so much for the last year that we had, and thank you for this year in advance. And it's okay. No worries about making the stream weird, guys. You guys, the main point of me streaming is for me to entertain you guys. You guys are here for a reason. It's not necessarily always to watch video games. It's to talk. It's to somebody to talk to. I'm here for you guys. If you guys ever have anything you need to talk to, if you have a question, I'm here. I am an open book. If you guys have questions that you need answered, like your parents aren't going to answer them, dude, as long as you don't mind, hearing some things that maybe you don't want to hear, I'm cool with answering them. As long as it's within the realm of comfort. As long as I'm not getting uncomfortable with it, that's cool. I don't have a problem with answering questions for you guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain, and yeah, I'm here to be part of your life in a way that makes it positive. I don't want you guys to think at all that just because the stream is over, you guys can't talk to me. That is not the case. You are always welcome to talk to me. I have a Twitter. I have, I'm not really comfortable yet with the Facebook. I'll get to that eventually, but I might need to make a whole new Facebook for that, because if I get huge, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want the core group to be able to get a hold of me easiest, but once I get to a point where if I get to like become popular and I have like 100,000 subs, I don't want 100,000 new people I don't know on my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with Twitter. Anytime you guys want to talk on Twitter, it's available. So never ever think that just because it's over that I'm not willing to talk with you guys. All right, guys. Anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, and catch you tomorrow for more of the South Park. Pause again. Right. I hope I expand too. I really do. But we'll find out. Thanks again, guys. You guys made, like I said, you guys made 2017 a wonderful year, and 2018 is gonna be blessed just like last year. Uh,
Don't get
yeah,
smarter, lol.
yeah, for real. Thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you later. All right, peace.